Episode 125. Who owns your AI chat?
The primitive forms of artificial intelligence we already have proved very useful.
AI is a golden opportunity.
How do we ensure that this technology is regulated?
The long arc of technological history is now in an extraordinary new phase.
The AI 6 podcast with Joanne Sweeney.
Today's episode asks a question I guarantee you haven't thought about enough, but it's one that I get asked very often in my classes. Who really owns your AI chat? So when you chat a question into ChatGPT, Claude, Meta AI or Gemini, where does that data go? Who sees it? Can it be used to train the AI? Or worse, can it show up in public feeds? From personal confessions to business ideas, we're trusting AI with a lot more than we realise. So in this episode, I'm going to really unpack what's really happening behind the screen, what the platforms aren't saying loudly enough, and how you can protect your privacy in this AI-driven world. Hello and welcome back to the AI 6 podcast. I'm Joanne Sweeney. I'm on a mission to teach AI in just 6 minutes a day. So let's start by better understanding how to choose the right AI tools and large language models based on privacy. So if you're a professional or a business user, your best choices are to go Enterprise and Copilot, go Plus with training toggled off on ChatGPT. So Microsoft Copilot, which is included in the Microsoft 365 or the Azure package, offers zero data retention and no training on your inputs by default for enterprise clients. So I first of all suggest, and I say this to all my clients, go and have a look at your existing Microsoft subscription, because many of us and many of you listening, especially if you're government or public sector, will probably have an enterprise level agreement with Microsoft. So you may have the enterprise level Copilot inbuilt into an existing subscription. If you don't, it's very easy to bolt it on with an extra fee over a year. When it comes to OpenAI's ChatGPT Plus at $20 a month, it gives you control to turn off training. It's ideal if you're drafting sensitive emails, contracts, or client materials. Now, if you're handling confidential business data, always avoid the free tools for anything sensitive. That is a core bit of advice. If you're a researcher or student or an academic, maybe your best choice is Claude by Anthropic or Perplexity Pro. So Claude has a privacy-first design. It doesn't train on your conversations by default, even on the free accounts. Perplexity Pro offers private mode, meaning nothing you search or ask is stored or used to train the model. So if you're researching, summarizing, or brainstorming ideas, both tools are great for fast, reliable outputs with low risk of leakage. Then, if you're a casual or everyday user, your best choice, again, would be Perplexity, the free version, or Claude, the free version, because they are safer than Meta AI or free ChatGPT in terms of privacy. They don't make your chats public and won't use them for training unless clearly stated. Now, when it comes to Meta and Gemini, Meta, if you've listened to my last podcast, it blurs the lines between social and private. Sharing can be accidental and there's no full output from training or public exposure. In terms of Google Gemini, as of now, no training opt-out is available at the account level. You'll need to use incognito mode for added privacy. So, go back, check the settings in each of the AI tools that you're using. Check if your employer or yourself has an enterprise level agreement with Microsoft to access Copilot. And if you're using the free versions, make absolutely sure that you are not inputting private, confidential, sensitive, proprietary information into them, because it will be training the model. Remember, these models have already soaked up all of the data and the information and the intelligence that exists on the internet. We are the product. Our questions, our inputs, their outputs, our interactions is all part of how these models become more intelligent. Remember, there's no such thing as free. There's always a trade-off. So, final advice from me. Turn off the training if you can. especially if you're handling anything personal, professional, or sensitive. Check the terms regularly. Platform privacy policies change frequently. And when in doubt, treat AI chats like public spaces. Don't input anything you wouldn't post on a public forum. If you're having a look at the blog posts associated with this podcast over at publicsectormarketingpros.com, you will see that I have a nice table that's very visual, easy to follow on the large language model, privacy, training outputs, and the costing. And it's all about a comparison. So go ahead and check that out. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with a pro you know. I would be very grateful. And I'm Joanne Sweeney. This is the AI6 podcast. I will talk to you tomorrow.